Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Green Bay Packers taking on a second team from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And despite his long and productive career as a starter, he had never made it out of the divisional round prior to this run. Now he has the Vikings on the precipice of achieving the franchise's first Super Bowl in its 5th attempt.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Back to six. Cousin out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And take it right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
Well, we all know this past offseason that Aaron Rodgers had options, and there's a possibility he might leave Green Bay. But he chose to return to the only franchise he's known, and for the second time has them playing in the Super Bowl.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On play action, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. On the delay, Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Touchdown! Randall Cobb from 19 yards away. And the Packers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Packers offense set to go.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. On play action, Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson from 21 yards away.
And the Vikings are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Green Bay offense now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Oh.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
One quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
Plenty of scoring here already. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Here's Cousins.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Joseph on for the extra point.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
29 yards for A.J. Dillon. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Rodgers will throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. Steps away. Oh, nice move.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
From the gun, it's Dillon.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Cousins from the gun on third. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Rodgers.
Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Rodgers had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Oh, he fakes a spike. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
First down, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Cousins. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins
to Jefferson on the slant.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers being chased out left.
He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Rodgers. Caught by Cobb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
from the 45 on second down. Rodgers, that's complete, and once again it's Cobb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jordan Hicks providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field. Nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Love to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. That one goes for 24 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. To throw now, here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. From the 3 now. Here they come on third and goal. Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Time he's got the hook. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, Love. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been asking without even looking in your direction that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score, as this remains a 10-point differential.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Love with a give to Dillon.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks. They run again with Dillon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here in Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Love now. That's complete to Cobb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love. He finds his man complete. It's Cobb.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Love. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll run for it with Dillon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins on 1st down. And incomplete.
K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for.
And now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Cousins to throw it.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now Cousins.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hawkinson again. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now Cousins. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Don't forget the extra point. It's good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, my.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this 4th quarter. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Rodgers now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
No. Oh,
it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. the gun. Here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen.
No.
27 yards.
No.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Draw play. Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this one's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Always a benefit to have a quarterback that can roam outside of the pocket, make that throw, and I guess it's helpful to have a guy that can come down with
in together perfectly. Imagine being on the other side of the ball, though. You think you've got coverage. The play gets extended. Now you've got to find a receiver to plaster onto before the ball gets there.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Rodgers to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call. Maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it was a late-game situation. I think that probably played into it. The officials, they want to let the players determine it down the stretch.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Crosby is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 2. 53 ticks to go. A field goal wins the Super Bowl, but work to do here on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins to throw. Completes this to Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd and short.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph.
This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And he has got it.
No!
55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. That might just have been the most pressure-filled kick in Super Bowl history, but he stepped up, knocked it through just like it was a Tuesday practice in July.
And if it's not the most pressure-filled, it's certainly right among them. A title on the line, and he comes through. Nails.
And they have done it. The Minnesota Vikings are the Super Bowl champions. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the land of 10,000 lakes.
Oh, my.
For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.